Yeah. You know.
I think this episode is gonna be really funny.
You know.
Thanks.
Really funny.
I smoke up all the grass so I can see the snakes in my lawn. And when they get close to me, know that I'ma cut their heads off. Whenever we got problems, we just how those problems get solved. Just break it down and roll it up and watch your issues dissolve. You'll forget about what happened by the time the spliff is gone. And if your hands too sticky, hit the neck and wipe them off. But you're smoking on, boy, you
I got
know
a
it's
text
smoking on
message.
All right.
Message.
All right. First and foremost, let's start off with a little like, comment, subscribe, share, put it on a post-it note, stick it on the bulletin board at work, write Recovery Room podcast on a paper airplane, throw it off the top of a building. Make sure you don't fall off when you do that.
Right. Don't be like that guy from the other day in our hometown who decided to take a swan dive off the top of an unbuilt hotel. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It got very gruesome.
Yeah.
But moral of the story, like, comment, share, subscribe, dislike, whatever. Just make sure you look at it, make sure you view it.
Definitely comment on this one because I want you motherfuckers to come at me.
Yeah. Definitely
Do it.
This episode,
I'm in the comment section. I will go down there and fight with you.
it's a dog barking in the hallway. I don't understand.
At least
why.
the one in here isn't barking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, so a popular artist has dropped the album recently. He goes by the name of Gunna. And the album is called DS Forever. Drip Season Forever, which is the fourth installment of Drip
Man,
Season.
you trying to play the division later?
Yeah.
All right.
And today we're going to review it.
Yeah.
So, just starting off, let me get a few of your opinions on the album.
Like overall, general shit.
General. And then we can break it down and go through a few of the songs or whatnot.
Okay.
Or should I start with me?
If you have a way,
All
whichever way you want to do it.
I'll start.
All right.
I thought the album was at maximum decent. I didn't think it was nothing to be praised. I didn't think it was anything to, go out and start ramping and say that this is the best album ever. I found it very funny that the Freddie Gibbs diss.
Let me ask you a question about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Freddie Gibbs diss, was this something about this album that was hyped up beforehand? Was it out there like
Gunna actually said when this album drops that is gonna be let me find the exact tweet because he said something along the lines of that's gonna be the biggest event in Freddie Gibbs' career or something along the lines of that.
So Gunna think that him talking about Freddie Gibbs is bigger than the albums that he dropped with Madlib? Like some of the best albums that come out in the past 10 fucking years, especially Pinata? He think that it matters to Freddie Gibbs.
He said, keep going.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so, I don't get it, though. Like, a mediocre fucking rapper like Gunna. Like, is it mediocre? But that's an insult to the word mediocre to compare him to the word mediocre. And I ain't the biggest Freddie Gibbs fucking fan. You know, when you was introducing me to those Freddie Gibbs albums, I didn't even want to give the shit a chance at first. Right? Those ones with Madlib, was it Pinata and Bandana?
Yeah.
I didn't even listen to them.
With your two great albums.
But for Gunna, a motherfucker that get in the booth and sound like he's boring himself to sleep when he's recording fucking records.
I can't find the exact tweet, but moral of the story, Gunna was saying that what was said on this album is going to be the biggest thing of Freddie Gibbs' career.
Go ahead and quote it. Quote the Freddie Gibbs diss.
Oh,
Like,
I can't fuck with Freddie Gibbs because you telling fibs. That's literally moral of the story. Gibbs and fibs are the peanut butter.
Gunna. Let me step up. Shit. Let me step up to the plate right now. Right now. Gunna, you, in my opinion, are just there because you know niggas like Lil Baby, 21 Savage, and Young fucking Thug. Like, to me, Young Thug elevated half you motherfuckers just from down there, from this era. And you got fucking songs that did well on the Billboard chart. That's why you got gold albums, nigga. If motherfuckers had to actually go out there and get your shit on the strength, I guarantee you wouldn't sell 500,000. But your shit in playlists. If some motherfuckers throwing a party and they just go to the popular music playlist, your latest single is up there, you getting spins that way. If your single is popular because it's been posted all over social media, you're getting spins that way. If niggas had to go out there and say, I'm about to go cop that new Gunna, you see it. You fucking see it. I know this is a skewed stat, but like Gunna last album sold 111,000 copies first week, right? Mm-hmm. First week pure sales, which means somebody actually went in iTunes or went in whatever music fucking thing that they did and actually dropped the $10 to buy the album. You know how many copies that was? 4,000. Like, and this ain't even niggas having to get up and trek all the way to Best Buy to buy a CD. This is a nigga literally have to go in the iTunes store, put their fingerprint in or they Face ID in or whatever type of phone they have and just purchase the shit for $9.99. The rest of the shit came off streaming. The rest of the shit could have literally come off of niggas streaming the 2 or 3 songs that fucking Future and Lil Baby is featured on your bullshit album. All right, you can continue talking about what you think about the album, because that was just a Gunna rant. I mean, like the diss Freddie Gibbs, like, and I ain't no Freddie Gibbs dick rider. Like you already know I'm not. Uh-huh. And I'm just saying, like, how the fuck is you talking when motherfucker, you one of the most piddling motherfuckers in the rap industry, my nigga. Your fucking album, every motherfucker featured on your shit outdid you.
I do agree that Gunna isn't even on the spectrum of rapping ability as Freddie Gibbs. I do believe Freddie Gibbs is a better artist than Gunna. I find it very, very funny.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny that he say that because Gunna sell records, but he don't really sell records. He gets fucking streams on like 1 or 2 songs, and that's big enough to carry it through to Billboard success, because they had to rejig the fucking album numbers because the record companies were so scared. Back in like 2013, 2014, they got so scared that everything went to streaming and nothing was selling anymore. Mm-hmm. So they rejigged the whole system to make streams count towards album sales. If you get 1,500 streams, that's a fucking album sold. Let me use some numbers, right? To put that into perspective of how easy that can be for a artist that got any type of clout. Mm-hmm. One, we had we talked about some artists we ain't talked about in like a year, but these artists are underground artists. There was what's my man's name? There's from Texas. The white boy and the black dude from Texas, Bryce, and the other, what was my other man's name that made that song Panoramic?
Reezy the Spill Kid.
Yeah, Reezy the Spill Kid. Yeah. So we talked about them and we like their music. Uh-huh. But they dropped a joint and got like 1 million streams in a week. Because the shit popped off. It was that good. And they got 1 million streams in a week with that one song that they dropped together. Not Yale, but the other one. And that was just on SoundCloud. But let me put it in perspective how easy it can be for a nigga like Gunna to get a whole lot of streams, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm about to... You gonna get where I'm going once I get there. I got a fucking Galaxy S20 Ultra. That's the phone that I use, right? I don't have an iPhone. I don't like them, okay? So let me do something real quick. Mind you, the Galaxy line is like the top Android phone out there. Just like the iPhone Pro or whatever is the top Apple phone. No, I think the one you got is the top Apple phone. Just the baseline iPhones, like the iPhone 12 or whatever.
I think they out with the iPhone 13 now, though.
Yeah, Isaiah got one. But like the one that don't got Pro or Max or anything is like the most popular one that come out every year.
Yeah.
But the Galaxy line of Android phones is like the top Android phone. They sell like 40, 50, or 60 million of these motherfuckers every single year, right? So that's what I use. Let me go into the Google Play Store, right? I'm going to search up something. You want me to tell you how many downloads that Apple Music has on my fucking Android?
How many?
50 million people with Android phones have downloaded Apple Music. Mm-hmm. Right? I don't use an Apple product. So imagine how many of the hundreds of millions of iPhones that are out there, how big the fucking audience is for this nigga to get his shit streamed. And I'm just talking about on Apple Music. Mm-hmm. Right? If you getting put in them preferred playlists, you got an audience of 50 million people that I can look at and see on a fucking Android phone, right? And if you go like looking at Spotify and shit, how many people have downloaded Spotify on Android? Let's go. Let's click on it. 1 billion downloads of Spotify. 1 billion plus. So it don't even fucking matter to me that Gunna sell more records than Freddie Gibbs, because he make the type of shit that gets thrown into playlists, and it's just or it's easy for niggas to turn on in the background and forget they're listening to it.
Right.
Like, and I know, like, I ain't taking nothing away from him when it comes to the money making side of this shit. He making money off his music. I ain't gonna take nothing away from that at all. But my nigga, you mentioning somebody don't mean fucking shit to him. Mm-hmm. Like, even somebody like Freddie Gibbs, who might come out and sell 50,000 in a week, some shit like that. Get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. You can go ahead. I done went on a real deal side tangent talking about this bum ass.
Nah,
nigga.
but it's really gonna. All right, this is exactly what he said. I've actually found it. When my album dropped, Freddie Gibbs will the biggest moment of his career.
This nigga had
exactly.
You read that shit?
Exactly. Wait. When my album dropped, Freddie Gibbs will the biggest moment of his career.
I ain't gonna fuck with him. Like, I ain't gonna fuck with him over his typo. I do them shits all the time. Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers be sending me shit back with confused emojis. Like, what the fuck was you trying to say, my nigga? Like, mm-hmm. But still, like, if you gonna do that, my nigga, if you gonna say that, you better make it worth niggas' while to listen to your shit and hear what you had to say. Uh-huh. But I can't fuck with Freddie Gibbs, niggas telling fibs, my nigga.
And the beef started yourself when Freddie Gibbs took a shot at him because Gunna was on Crime Stoppers.
But what about everybody else that talked about being on Crime Stoppers, nigga?
He cleared up the rumor and said that it wasn't exactly an episode of Crime Stoppers. And then Gunna never forgot it, I guess. But also, Freddie Gibbs has family that are actual police officers and shit, too. So
Freddie Gibbs is clowning this nigga over the fucking line as we speak, trolling him. Mm-hmm. But, like, okay, if you wanna talk about that, why don't you diss everybody who talked about your bitch ass being on the Crime Stopper show? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, take take it the full way. Just not. He trying to punch down that Freddie Gibbs because Freddie Gibbs don't sell records.
Yeah.
Really.
Nah, but I don't know. Moral of the story: the beef it's. I don't know. It's kind of not. It ain't really a beef, but
this is the equivalent of Freddie Gibbs and DJ Academics.
Yeah.
Like this. That's what that is.
That nigga said I'm the hot topic right now because niggas need to push the project. I get it, but let's actually get into the name. Let's get into the album.
Okay, go ahead. And if you really hold on, let me stop. Freddie Gibbs is out here doing fucking numbers that ain't far behind Gunna's, my niggas. Like Freddie Gibbs' last album did 30,000 in the first week, and this is a nigga who don't get no radio play. Like he was
nominated for the Grammy, but he lost it to Nas. King's Disease 2.
Only if that damn Magic album. If that Magic album had already been out, he would have definitely got steamrolled. That shit is fire, buddy.
But the exact bar was "Hang above the rim." I can't fuck with Freddie Gibbs. Niggas telling fibs. That was the exact bar from the song.
Lied on him for being
Poochie Gown.
This nigga's awful. All right, continue.
Let's get into the actual album. What was your? I mean, you said I already know you didn't like it. You said it was pretty garbage. I think it's pretty mid. What are some of the songs that you actually like from the album? Let's start there.
Pushin' P,
and that's with Young Thug and Future.
I would have liked it a whole lot better if it was just a Young Thug and Future song, though. If Gunna was not included, it would have been better.
I also like Pushin' P. I like that song. That's a very good song. I like Living Wild. I like it because I think I like the sample. It's a Keith Sweat sample.
The beat is okay on that one. I like the little baby part off of whatever he was on.
$25,000 Jacket.
That's what that shit is called?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I also like the 21 Savage song. Thought I was playing 21 Savage.
I like the 21 Savage verse.
I don't think 21 Savage is ever going to stop being the best fucking feature artist out
Do you
here.
think he the best out of the new Atlanta scene? 21 Savage?
I mean, between 21 Savage and Lil Baby.
Future is part of that new Atlanta scene.
Future? I wouldn't really put Future on that feature list, but Lil Baby and 21 Savage, yes.
I mean, like, not even his features. I mean, overall artists.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like
Future is definitely one of the top artists out of Atlanta.
Him and 2 Chainz is basically the beginning of the new Atlanta wave.
Mm-hmm.
Even though 2 Chainz is like fucking 50 right now.
He's supposed to be dropping an album too.
I listen to that like willingly. Like I didn't know that this was out until you told me. To tell you the truth, but. Do you think 21 Savage is the best of the new Atlanta wave?
Do I think he's the best? No. Do I think he's one of the best? Yes.
And with the new Atlanta wave,
you gotta look
at these artists. You gotta look at Future.
Yeah.
21 Savage.
Yeah.
Young Thug.
Yeah.
2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Lil Baby.
Yeah.
This fuckhead that we talking about right now.
Yeah.
That's all that I can think of.
I mean, if I had to really pick, I would definitely probably have to put Lil Baby at the top of that list.
I think Future is the best.
21 Savage.
I think it's Future, man. Like Future set all the trends that these niggas follow from Atlanta right now.
Makes sense.
I think he's the, and I don't even. You know that nigga should be hit and miss with me, like. Yeah. But I think that he the best.
The best. So you think he's the best artist out of Atlanta?
Yes. I think Future is the best.
I don't think Future is the best. Although I do really, really love Future's music, I do not think he's the best rapper out of Atlanta right now.
Not rapper. Artist.
No, I don't think he's the best artist either.
Future like the granddaddy of this shit.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, he is like the granddaddy, but I definitely think Lil Baby is better.
Bruh, as much as I like Lil Baby, he ain't never made shit that's fucking with Dirty Sprite 2. Not never.
Mm.
Cause Lil Baby shit is more like when I hear.
Let me rephrase that. I'm still thinking of it as going off on that feature.
No, I'm talking about like they own shit.
Makes sense. I might can go feature.
Because
if it's are we speaking on impact and music overall and all that?
Well, if it's impact, it's definitely Future. Mm-hmm. Like that nigga is the #1 artist selling records out of there. Yeah. So we can leave that part out.
It would have to be Future,
like,
I guess.
He's still selling records.
And then closely behind him is Young Thug.
And I thought he was so bad when he first came out with that Tony Montana song. Like the chick,
I didn't like that either.
The chick I was talking to at the time was like, all I listen to is Future. I was wanted to kick her out my motherfucking car. I was like, shut the fuck up talking about this shit. I never would have thought that I would end up liking that nigga music after I heard that shit, but I don't know. He proved. I used to think that he was just an Outkast tag along because like he was related to one of the producers from Outkast, one of the niggas from Organized Noise. They like cousins or something. Mm-hmm. So I thought that that's what he was at the beginning, but he carved out his own lane. Yeah, and to me, he the #1 nigga from down there right now. Not the trap music era with Gucci Mane and them like.
You talking about as of right now?
I'm talking about the era of Atlanta music that's happening now. From the trap music era, is even though everybody will say Gucci Mane because people love to dick ride him, is T.I.
Yeah, I was gonna say T.I.
Yeah, and then Young Jeezy second, and then Gucci Mane third behind them. But like everybody be dick riding Gucci Mane now because all the niggas who are out now are fans of his. Yeah. But his shit was nope. I couldn't fuck with that shit when I was young, dog. So I couldn't.
So going back to Drip Season, what are some of your least favorite songs from this album?
Bruh, damn near every one of them that Gunna is on by his fucking self, bruh. Like that shit is unbearable. Number one.
What? Why do you think it's so bad?
This nigga is so fucking boring, dog. Like I was in here falling asleep listening to that bullshit. He was falling asleep recording it. The engineer was falling asleep trying to keep the fucking screen on the computer up with whatever he was saying. The nigga who produced it was falling asleep when he was making the beat. And I mean, this shit is garbage, bro. Listen,
I don't know, because I have friends who really, really, really love Gunna's
bro,
music.
You got friends who are just like my friends were when I was younger. Mm-hmm. They loved everything that was popular.
Makes sense.
I had friends who loved 50 fucking Cent, bro. Can you imagine liking that garbage?
What?
50 Cent?
50 Cent?
Yeah, 50 Cent.
50 Cent? The same nigga who made Many Men? No.
Many Men is not really good.
No.
It's the same nigga who made... Bro, let me ask you a question.
Gunna at this point.
Hold on.
50 Cent?
Let me ask you a question. 50 Cent, he was popular at the time, right? He got shot and all that bullshit. Yeah. That's what basically brought him into the mainstream, getting lit up like a Christmas tree.
He got shot 9 times.
All right?
Exactly.
If it was Ja Rule, my nigga, that came out, the first song that 50 Cent came out with that got him popular, if Ja Rule came out with this song, do you think anybody would have liked it? It was called Wankster.
What up, blood?
No, not what up. That's what's up, gangster. No, it was called Wankster, nigga.
Wankster.
You say you a gangster, but you never.
I like that song.
Come get the fuck out of here. Yeah, if you heard a nigga running around calling somebody a wankster, you would have slapped the taste out of their mouth. Stop it. That shit garbage as fuck, my nigga.
But you never copped nothing, nigga. Nah, I like wankster. I mean, but I'm also a fan of 50 Cent's
The word wankster.
I mean, that's also goes into like trend setting and slang.
Nobody came.
Niggas won't talking about dripping until Gunna and them came out with it.
Bro, if the word drip was around before they bitch ass came out with it.
Well, niggas won't using it like them. Nigga, I don't know. I just can't get around 50 Cent being trash. I actually like 50 Cent. So
bro, 50 Cent is trash. 50 Cent is so bad. Let me tell you something that happened back when I was little and shit. Mm-hmm. When he was popular, when Get Rich or Die Trying was like the most popular album out when that shit came out. Then what's that second shit he came out with? The Massacre?
Yeah.
The Massacre like set a record for sales in a week. It sold over 1 million copies.
Uh-huh.
And then it set a record for motherfuckers taking it back to the store. Also, literally, that shit really was a news story.
People took the album.
Niggas was returning that bullshit. Nigga, listen to this song that he came out with against Jadakiss and them. What was it called? I can't even remember. It's so bad. Shit, I gotta look it up.
I don't know. I just don't think 50 Cent is as bad.
50 Cent is fucking terrible.
I mean, he may have not had some of the best albums, but who the fuck? It's a lot of people who don't have the best albums. Fucking Wu-Tang dropped the fucking turd.
Yeah, but he dropped all turds. No,
I don't think
that's
all
the
of
difference,
them
bro. Like,
Get Rich or Die Trying definitely wasn't a turd.
I tried that. I tried it.
Mm-hmm.
Like after my bias against him had disappeared years later, my nigga, when I was a grown man, I listened to Get Rich or Die Trying again. Trying to say, all right, I'm gonna get this shit a fair shake. That shit sucks, my nigga. The whole fucking thing. The best album ever to come out of G Unit is the documentary from The Game, and even he is a fucking cornball to me now. But out of that era, like he dropped the best shit. That 50 Cent shit can go. Like I wouldn't miss it if somebody went back in time and erased that bullshit from history. I would not care. How did we get on this tangent?
I don't know. I don't think 50 Cent's bad though. I just can't get around that one.
I do, man. I think Ja Rule was better.
6 times platinum.
What? Get Rich or Die Trying? The Massacre?
The one that you said is trash.
It is trash. Platinum. Have you listened to it?
Yeah.
Bro, it's a lot of niggas who sold a lot of records of bad albums. That shit is trash.
I don't think.
Hell, people would talk about how bad Ja Rule is, but his fucking album that came out around that same time is 6 times platinum too. Mm-hmm. This fucking shit with living it up there.
I don't know. I don't think 50 Cent is on that spectrum of shitty rappers.
I do. 50 Cent is not. He ain't one of the worst rappers I ever heard, like Hobson or something. But
I don't even think you can say 50 Cent and Hobson in the same fucking sentence. Honestly,
50 Cent is not good. Like 50 Cent, bruh. Like,
so on like a spectrum of rappers being the greatest to, oh my God, turn that shit off. Where would you put 50 Cent?
I would put, oh my God, turn that shit off to me is somebody like Hobson.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
Vic Mensa.
Yeah, Vic Mensa.
Makes sense.
But 50 Cent, I would put him on the, I don't care if I never hear this again. Mm-hmm. That's what that's
what are some other artists that you would put in that spectrum?
On the, I don't
care if I ever hear this away from Gunna, but okay. I think you kind of got the gist of the Gunna album.
Right.
Mid.
Terrible.
Mid.
Or some mid. Other artists on on the I don't care if I ever hear this again spectrum.
Yeah.
Jim Jones.
I
hate
Jim Jones. Did you hear? Hold on. Did you hear about what Jim Jones was saying? His mother taught him how to tongue kiss. You heard that?
I don't keep up with him.
Yeah, that was pretty recent. He said he came out and said his mother taught him how to tongue kiss, and then came out later on and said that he actually wasn't telling the truth.
I don't know. I'm telling the truth. His albums are fucking trash, and the song "We Fly High," I understand why it was popular because it had a dance with it and everything. that came out back then that had a dance with it became popular. The chicken noodle soup was everywhere. The fucking Soulja Boy songs. Mm-hmm. Like Soulja Boy, Crank That Soulja Boy got so big that Soulja Boy tried to come out with a dance for everything. Oh, that bird walk. No, that shit did not work, my nigga. Like you needed
Crank that SpongeBob.
You needed to do something different.
It was so many Crank Dats. I remember a time in my life where every other day it was a new Crank Dat.
That was a shopping cart. It was literally a shopping cart version.
Watch me hit that bird walk.
Yeah, fuck that. Any more on that mid? On that, I don't care if I never hear this again.
One of my artists, I don't care if I ever hear any of his music again. Playboy Carti. Playboy Carti dropped the album right now.
I can't say that quite to that level because he has one album that I do like. Die Lit.
Fuck it.
But the rest of that shit.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying, bro. I really am trying to like Playboy Carti. I've listened.
So you want to do it on on the whole history of artists, not just from back then?
Whoever. I was at work and I actually tried to listen to that Whole Lot of Red.
You know, like, take my shirt off and all these hoes start breathing. Yeah, that bitch start breathing.
I don't know. It was just this is exactly how I described it. I said it sounds like a musical brain aneurysm.
I think that's what it's meant to sound like. But just because that's what it's meant to sound like doesn't make it fucking good, bro.
I don't know. It's like some of them I kind of fuck with them, but it's like majority of it is just like, I don't know if my ears are old now. I just be like,
you hear fucking nothing but farts, from South Park. Bro.
Turn this nigga shit off. Turn this shit off. And me and my homies even had a fucking a small little argument about it, because it's like they were saying that Whole Lot of Red was better than Vince Staples.
Who the fuck said that dumb shit?
Exactly. The guy who was supposed to actually be on this show. So we can do, if he wants to come back on the show after hearing this, we can do a little part 2. But I mean, I was just sitting there saying, you must not have actually listened to the music. You couldn't actually listen to the music.
But you can't even fucking listen to nothing that Playboy Carti is saying because it doesn't sound like he's saying anything.
I won't like him, man.
No. The best example of him being terrible is always gonna be Off the Grid, brother.
Oh yeah. Got tats on my wrist. Got tattoo of my kids. I just tatted my kid. Onyx.
Niggas
I just threw 20K double street market. We just took a ride to Charlotte. I'm in a Rolls Royce, I light it up, blunt, and let you bitch try. I don't know.
Now that you put it that way, my nigga, he might be on the list too for me.
I really want to like Playboy Carti, but when you put his music up against albums like Vince Staples, or Call Me If You Get Lost, it becomes very, very, very mediocre. And don't get me wrong, I'm not even gonna say that album is completely terrible, because it's not. And I mean, honestly, he's fucking terrible. But if I never heard a Playboy Carti song again in my life, I think I would be just fucking fine.
It's a Playboy Carti song where he was actually doing some good shit.
Which one? Magnolia? In New York, I like that one.
I like that song too for the first 15 seconds.
In New York, I really rock.
It's on Die Lit. I think it's called Bring That Money Home. Daddy waiting for it. Bring that money home. She a loyal bitch. You gotta pay for those. She a spoiled bitch. I bought her all the clothes. I like that shit. Like, I like Die Lit. I can't front. But a Whole Lot of Red. I was after.
Bro, I ain't even gonna cap. It was actually a quote in this album that I wish I could remember, but it was too shitty. I can't.
A Whole Lot of Red.
Yeah, I can't, but I can't remember. But
Whole Lot of Red was something I wanted to hear because I like Dalit, and then after I heard it, I didn't want to hear it again.
I would be fine if I never in my life ever heard this album again.
I won't ever hear it again. Like I'm in control of that. I'm never gonna
and I'm
hear
willing
it again.
to even sit here and fucking try to listen to this shit every day from the next 2 days and really see if I can just be like, click.
I thought you was gonna hit the fucking stakes up higher than that. I was like, you was gonna say every day for the next week.
No, not a week. You get 2 fucking days, Playboy Cardi.
I mean, it could click because I always give this example. 808s and Heartbreaks took years for me. I hated that album
I just
so
can't
fucking
hear
much.
the fucking geniusness of the music.
I couldn't hear with 808s and Heartbreaks either. I hated that shit. And then literally,
I can't even fucking pause it.
Literally.
That's a good song though. I mean,
who's that?
Fucking Gangstar.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
You said the operative word right there. But
yeah.
When 808s and Heartbreaks, bro, that album, it literally clicked with me instantaneously one day. I was driving somewhere, and the shit just, I always had it in my library, but I just never listened to it, and I just turned it on one day, and I listened to the whole shit, and this shit was just like, this shit is incredible.
Yeah.
And I had hated it for years, bro. I hated it literally from the time it came out to that day. And it came out like 2008. This was like 2015, bro. Like, I hated that shit for 7 years, bro. Mm-hmm. So, I don't think that Whole Lot of Red is going to have that same fucking effect with me. I know that this Gunna shit won't. Like, I'm never listening to this again.
Yeah,
that's another artist, and I don't care if I ever hear him again. Gunna, fuck that. I don't know. I like some Gunna. I like some Gunna. This is the thing with Gunna. I'm gonna have to hear him again.
He's not too far from that list.
I'm gonna have to hear him because I like listening to almost everybody else he worked with.
Yeah.
So I like listening to Young Thug, even except for when he come out with stuff like Punk. I can't listen to that, but I can listen to, I like listening to Future. I like listening to Lil Baby, 21 Savage. But you always got that one nigga in the crew fucking it up. Like, when it's like.
The niggas,
it's like listening.
Is he the Michelle of the fucking group?
Michelle?
Not Michelle. Michelle from Destiny Child.
No, he's the Silk the Shaka of the fucking group, bro. That's what he is.
Silk the Shaka.
Bro, every time you listening to them old No Limit, bro, when you get to the Silk the Shaka part, you got to be like, why is this motherfucker? Oh, yeah, because Master P is his brother. That's why he's here. That's him. Oh, yeah, because Young Thug and Gunna, and Young Thug and Lil Baby and 21 Savage, they friends with this fucking nigga. Like, even to the point I saw
and I done actually heard some Gunna, like Quarantine Clean, like that song's good.
All right, yeah, okay, I'll take your word for it. But I heard an interview with Lil Baby where he said that Gunna used to write his fucking songs. Like,
for real?
Like not the shits that he ever recorded, but like when he was first learning to rap, like Gunna used to help him do it. Like he used to write songs for him. He'd pay him $100 to help him get home his skills. My niggas, how quick?
That's too far off.
How fucking quick did the fucking student surpass the teacher with this shit? Like, that's it. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
I can never hear that fucker again, and I'll be happy with it. Never. Like, this nigga is no redeemable qualities when it comes to making music to me. None. I'm not just an old nigga hating on new shit. I'm hating on bad shit. I ain't even that old yet. So, but in internet years, I'm like 70, my nigga. So, I'm not an old nigga that's hating on Gunna because Gunna is this fucking quote unquote wave. Fuck that. He ain't the wave. I'd rather listen to all type of niggas who I don't listen to normally, like Lil Durk. I don't seek out no Lil Durk song, but I listen to that shit before I listen to this nigga again.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. It got to a point where it was too much Lil Durk in my playlist. I had to.
bruh, well, me and you on the opposite sides of that spectrum because it's zero of him in mine. But
but Lil Durk is good though.
I put him in my playlist before I put DS
Four
or DS Forever, or is it for life?
DS Forever,
Whatever.
I believe.
Before whatever. Never again. Never again will I listen to Gunna. I won't. I'll review it, but I'll just review it by saying if he come out with another album, I'm gonna review it by not listening to it and saying whatever I said about this one over again because it's probably the fucking same thing. That's what I'll do.
As of right now, I think I'll be fine if I never hear another Roddy Ricch song too.
Shit, I was fine after I heard The Box. I listened to his album once and threw that shit in the garbage.
That album
That's
was
what
so low.
That's what I did with Roddy Ricch. I never heard him again. I didn't even know that was him on that Kanye song, bro. Like I didn't know that was him when we was listening to the album party. I didn't know that was that nigga. I forgot what he sounded like.
And I cannot sell my soul,
Bro, it's a song with him on it about buying jeans or some shit. What's that shit called?
Buying jeans.
Yeah, something. It's literally about buying jeans.
You know how it go.
Something about balling and some shit.
I put the new 4Gs on the Jeep.
Whatever.
Bottoms is underneath.
I thought he was talking about pants, my nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Nah,
that song right there.
balling is good.
But it's a fucking cover version that a nigga made.
The country dude.
The country dude.
Put the new 4Gs on.
I heard that and I was like, damn, this sound pretty cool. Let me go hear the regular version of this shit. I'd rather listen to the country guy.
You don't even like country music.
I hate country music. I'd rather listen to the country
I don't know. And it's not
sing.
even that I think Roddy Ricch is completely garbage. It's just that album really was just.
It's just that these niggas is derivative of each other. If you heard one of them, you probably heard them all.
I can't really.
Fuck that. I mean, I ain't. Baby Keem ain't the fucking best nigga out there, but at least his shit sound different from everybody else's.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess. I mean, but most niggas is just rapping what's really cool right now, and that's a lot of them.
that don't mean I gotta listen to it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't listen to this shit, bro. I don't do it, bro. I spend my time doing other things. Bro, niggas' albums be coming out, and I be like, damn, that nigga released an album? I don't listen to this motherfucking shit, dog. Like, I can't. This shit really, doing this right here, that shit really turned me off the music. Right? Because when we was listening, we was deep diving into the fucking sewage of the rap industry, listening and reviewing these terrible albums like that one T.I. album we reviewed and those fucking Vic Mensa albums and shit, bro. Like, I said I gotta use my time more wisely than listening to shitty music. Like, that can't be part of my life anymore. Like, I can't do it. So, no, I didn't. Once Roddy Ricch album was trash, I threw his whole fucking career in the garbage. As far as I'm concerned, I ain't never listened to that nigga again.
Deluxe, don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna listen to it, but I just hope it's better than the original, or it has better songs.
Hold on, which album we talking about? Did he come out?
About the brand new one.
Oh, he got a new one out. See, I was talking about the one that came out with the box on.
Sorry for being anti-social.
Yeah,
that album's good.
Yeah, you crazy. That shit is terrible, bro. That shit trash.
What?
Shit, I ain't know he had a new album out. Like,
nah, the Live Fast.
No,
Live Fast.
Never heard of it.
Live Life Fast. That's what it's called. But no, sorry for antisocial.
Sorry for being really antisocial was the one that made me toss him in the dump. I was like, get it out of here. Because it got one song worth hearing on it. And on that fucking song, the only thing worth hearing is the hook. That's how. Like, if you got 30 seconds worth of listenable music on a whole fucking album, then you have to go. That's how.
I think this album is actually pretty decent. It was his latest album that's actually a little not decent.
No, I think he just not decent. Get him out of here. That's what I think. Just what it is.
Yeah.
They got that shit. Come on, that song. Come on. It got that fucking orchestra. It got that whatever that is. Then it got a fucking hook that bounces so hard that you get stuck into that song immediately. And as soon as it get to the verse, you're like, what is this? You're like, what is this nigga talking about? And that was that. I listened to that album like 3 times because I was like, damn. When I heard the single, I was like, damn, this Roddy Ricch nigga might be a new artist I'm interested in listening to. Mm-hmm. And then he wasn't. And I haven't ever listened to him again. So that was news to me. You just now broke the news to me that he had a new album.
You should. I would say listen to it.
No.
You should.
I should listen to it.
Give it a chance and see what your ears think of it.
All right, we're gonna do this live. God damn it.
just hit the first.
I'm gonna hit the first song and I'm gonna give you a review of the whole album based off of the first 10 seconds of this
based
shit.
Off the first, see that's actually not going. That ain't gonna equate to much.
Well, it's gonna equate to all the fucking time.
I think he's
I'm
just
give
talking.
This nigga, from me, the
talking.
first song though, not the.
But moral of the story, I just hope 2022 is just a better year for music because 2021 was not it. It wasn't it. It was a lot of bullshit. And what you thinking?
Man, this don't sound that bad.
Yeah, listen to the rest of it.
No, I'm on the third song.
Which one is that called?
It's called All Good with Future.
See, how did you think this was good? Well, you listened to a song with Future on it also. But I want you to hear the rest, like listen to the whole album and then go back and listen to Sorry for Being Antisocial and tell me which one is really better. But I don't know. What, you got any more artists that you really never have to hear from?
Get it out of here, bro.
Yeah.
This shit right here, this roller coasting shit, bro. This shit could go into a pit of fire, bro. Get it out of my ears.
Oh no.
This shit almost. Yeah, I ain't listening to the rest of this. Fuck that. I like the first 2 songs is on the Thailand and the one with Future.
I didn't like any of it. Really.
Yeah, that's gone.
Except for late at night.
Okay, let me see what that's all about.
I know you ain't gonna like that one.
We gonna see. You might be surprised.
I mean, I don't know.
This guy got Jamie Foxx on this is what I'm fucking talking about.
No, Jamie Foxx isn't even. He didn't say he talked on.
Why in the fuck does Roddy Ricch need to put out 18 fucking songs on the album? Who wants to sit through that?
Somebody.
Like, who wants to sit through 18 of these shits, my nigga?
Somebody.
Put out 9, 8 of them and call it a day.
See, it probably would have been a better album also if he would have put out a smaller album. I'm all for rappers putting out smaller albums though.
Cause you gotta be good to put it out, cause you got less room to fuck up if you only got 8 or 9, 10 songs.
Yeah.
But this nigga got 18 songs. Who wanna listen to 18 songs worth of this nigga?
Somebody.
Not me. Bro, like, I ain't listening to this shit ever again.
I mean, same with fucking Playboy Cardi.
24
songs.
I didn't say that Whole Lotta Red was any good, bro. Like, you argue preaching to the choir. I don't want to hear 24 songs worth of him either. Bro, like, I feel
like I don't even know any artists I would want to hear drop a 24 song album though.
Bruh, you had me hard pressed to listen to like a 24 song Tupac album back in the day. Bro, like I didn't really like All Eyes on Me, and I know that everybody loved that shit.
I mean,
and I didn't really like Life After Death either. I think that Tupac and Biggie's albums that came out before those two was way better. I think that Ready to Die
I do believe Ready to Die is a lot better. Though.
Ready to Die and what's the other one? Me Against the World, way better fucking albums than All Eyes on Me and Life After Death. Like I don't want to hear all that shit.
I might listen to that.
Bro, I don't bro, as much as crazy as it might sound to somebody who know my music taste, I feel the same way about Wu-Tang Forever. Yeah. It's too fucking long, bro. Like, it's too much of it. Mm-hmm. I'd rather listen to their first album any day before I ever listen to that. That's it. They only got 12 songs on their first album, and 2 of them are the same thing. But, I mean, 18 Roddy Ricch songs. What a waste of fucking an hour of your life. Like, get out of here with that.
Nah.
The Blueprint 2 by Jay-Z. What a fucking waste of time that is. The Blueprint 1 is 13 songs long. The Blueprint 2 is like 30 songs long. Who the fuck want to listen to Jay-Z 30 times in a row? Not me. Like, I'm sorry about that. Get it out of here.
Oh no.
Let's see.
But in conclusion, the Gunna album was very mid.
No, it wasn't. It was fucking trash.
I think Playboi Carti is very mid.
Playboi Carti, this is what I'll say about him. Whether he's making good music or not, right? You have to look at whether you think he's making good music or not. The thing you have to look at with him is the fact that motherfuckers see so fit to copy him.
Yeah.
And this is the thing.
That's where I'm wondering. Is it just me? Or is it...
But this is the thing,
it's
though.
Like a lot of the music now is kind of influenced by that Playboi Carti vibe type shit.
But Playboi Carti don't even move units like that.
Yeah.
It ain't like he's selling so many albums. So it's something about, like, it ain't, niggas ain't looking at this shit like, oh shit, Playboi Carti just went quadruple platinum. Let me copy that. Like, that's what it kind of is with Drake. When you hear a nigga copy him, it's because he just sold 5 million. That's why.
And fucking Certified Lover Boy, I think, hit 2 billion.
Yeah.
2 times platinum or some shit.
Something like that, and that's one of his weaker.
Yeah.
So like
2
that's
times platinum, and that's some of his weakest.
Another
I don't
fucking,
think it's weak, but
another fucking thing. Why the fuck would I want to suffer through 30 songs worth of Scorpion, bro? Too much.
Scorpion was great though. I would sit there and I can listen to Scorpion right now.
Way better. I think the views
is better than Scorpion.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think it's better. It's less of it. Less of it. But Scorpion, half of Scorpion and shit is some filler, bro. That you
yes,
don't
I'm
want
hurting. Yes, I'm jaded.
Fucking hear half of that bullshit.
What?
Bro, like
Scorpion?
Yeah.
And honestly, I ain't even like Scorpion when it first came out. I was like, the fuck?
I mean, man. I know. I remember I was telling you about some of the songs. Like that one song, bro, that Ratchet Happy Birthday. I was like, bro.
That shit's tight.
Bro, I was like, you hated that shit, though. Remember?
Yeah, I hated that
like,
album, but now I love it, nigga.
How can you hate
how you
that?
Feel, Blue Tints. I mean, I even like After Dark.
Yeah, it's
my feeling
too fucking long.
Nice for what? Jaded.
Too long.
Is there more?
Too fucking much.
Sandra's Road.
Too much album.
This whole album is all great.
Split it into 2 pieces. Songs. Release it a year apart. Do what?
I see, and that's my thing. If you're gonna drop a long ass album, you need to be a Drake.
Do what Future did.
A Future.
Future dropped.
You need to be a
Future took both of the albums. He took basically disc 1 and disc 2 of Scorpion and dropped them in 2 separate weeks. Future and Hendrix.
Yeah.
So if you didn't want to hear that type of music that's on one of them, you don't have to be there. Exactly. Like, that's what you could do.
Nah, he could have did that, but yeah.
Nelly did that shit too.
This was
Sweat and Soup.
This was a rapping, singing album. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
That has happened way too many times.
The Warner Brothers police is gonna come right after us if too much of that plays.
No cap.
We out of here.
Nah, but I fuck with Scorpion. Scorpion's good.
I mean, I ain't saying it's bad. I said it's too long.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my opinion on it. But
I mean, I honestly like the shorter albums and shorter songs. I feel like a lot of songs that are literally the best songs right now are like the 2 minute, 1 minute and 50-second songs, in my opinion.
Bro, I was listening to something the other day, bro. I can't remember what it was. Because this shit was so fucking tight, but it was only like 1 minute and 34 seconds long.
You know who it was by?
No.
Damn.
I couldn't get to my Shazam in time. Shit ended too fast, bro. Like,
a lot of songs that are super super short are fucking great. But it goes back. You don't get a lot of time to fuck up in a short song.
In a short album,
unless it's fucking Nasir.
That shit was bad.
Although I only said that because I knew you would say something, but I don't think Nasir is honestly all that bad. Cop shot the kid.
I like that's the only song I like. I like that song, and I like the beat from the song Adam and Eve.
Yeah, I like that.
That's it. Get the rest of it out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. That's a short album. That's 7 songs. It's too long, bro. That shit should have been the fucking EP, my nigga. That shit is bad.
Fucking, did you hear Donda 2 is in the works?
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. I'm not listening
you don't want
to
hear
that.
It?
No.
So you're not gonna listen?
The only reason I'm gonna listen to it is because of this.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for this, I wouldn't listen to that shit. Mm-hmm. No, you know how I am about Kanye.
Yeah.
I'm not on that. I'm not in the Kanye brainwash camp like most niggas is. Like,
I hope it comes out tomorrow, which I know it'll come out when I'm 46.
If somebody is listening to Kanye earnestly, that's a whole different story. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about these niggas who be calling Kanye album a classic before it even come out.
Yeah.
Or like when Ye came out, they called it a classic in 5 minutes. Yeah. They called fucking.
And see, I saw a lot of that with this Gunna album.
You saw somebody calling this shit a classic?
Bruh, I saw people saying Gunna this, Gunna that.
I guarantee you, bro, that niggas ain't gonna remember this shit in a week. And
that's what I was thinking. My question was, how well is this Gunna album actually gonna move throughout the year? Because I know in May, nobody's gonna be even thinking about this.
This
is
some
nobody's
conveyor
gonna
belt.
remember it even came out.
This is some McDonald's shit.
Yeah.
I ate McDonald's before I came over here. Mm-hmm. I already forgot how that shit tasted. That's the same way with this album. This is some McDonald's dollar menu music, my nigga. This is a double. This is a McDouble.
And
this is what this album is.
He didn't even release the song with Drake that he had, which I would have helped this album.
I mean, would it though? Like,
maybe.
It might have, but it might not have. Like, Drake ain't a guaranteed mover no more. Mm-hmm. He was when the last thing he really moved. Yeah, he really moved was Block Boy JB shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's the same one I was thinking.
Yeah.
901 Sherry Drive, look alive.
Yeah, because the motherfuckers thought that was his song. Mm-hmm. But like, he didn't even move Young Blue shit like that. Mm. Young Blue shit went like 2 times, but he didn't move it like he moved Look Alive is like 7 times right now.
Nah, yeah, no cap.
He didn't. Bruh, Drake just dancing to No Flocking was enough to launch Kodak Black whole career. Mm-hmm. That's how that shit was. That's how he used to move shit. He didn't even get on the shit. He just danced to it in the private jet.
Yeah, Look Alive is 5 times platinum.
Yeah, not the Young Blue shit ain't. Like, that's the last. Look Alive was the last thing. I don't know if Drake will move a Gunna album more than it was gonna move. Like, Gunna got a built-in fan base. They gonna listen.
Your mind still is too. So yeah.
Yeah, Gunna is established.
It's also Drake in 2 different time periods, kinda.
Is it? How far apart did Look Alive and Your Mind Still come out? I mean, Block Boy JB was out when we was doing this.
2018 to 2021.
Your Mind Still came out in 2021, or did it come out before that?
2020, my bad.
Yeah, so that's still the
2 years.
same Drake. I mean, that's the same
Makes
Drake.
sense, makes sense.
He just like hit that magic touch. Like Look Alive was the last thing that had it, and it went like. But that nigga,
I mean, but that's still 2 fucking times platinum. That's still some fucking magic, nigga.
It is. But I'm talking about
As far as it really hitting and steam
for an album not for an album, but for an artist of like the caliber of Gunna. When it comes to popularity, I don't think a Drake feature would have really pushed it past anything. Even at the most part, if like Gunna ain't gonna gain any Drake fans, my nigga, like he ain't. Like if whatever Drake fans that he will get, whatever crossover into with that audience, he already got it. Like he big enough into this shit. Like a feature from, let's see, I think a feature from The Weeknd would do him better than a feature from Drake.
Honestly, I was just looking at that. We should review this fucking Weeknd album.
Is it out yet?
Yes.
Well, that's a nigga I listen to. I ain't know it was out.
Review.
I thought it was just I thought the
right
single
now.
was just out. We could do it for Wednesday.
All right, let's end this.
That one
listen
I'll go.
to that shit right now.
I'll go listen to.
I got some shit.
That I'll listen to. I'll really listen to that. Not like I
tried.
did.
I tried. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my God! Is it? Oh my God! Oh no! Oh.
But I mean, I feel like this one is kind of we wrapping this one up anyway.
Man, you just hurt me.
I mean,
nah,
I don't even want to talk about it on this one. Let's just wait.
What was this even about? Because we could only stomach 10 minutes worth of that Gunna shit.
Mid. This one's mid.
That's what I'm gonna title it. Gunna is mid. That's what the title of this is.
Gunna is mid.
Yeah.
Mid as fuck. Playboy Cardi, mid as fuck. Fucking
Playboy Cardi.
See, hold on. I can't even.
I wouldn't call him mid, man. I can't call him mid because niggas is copying them.
Yeah.
Nobody is copying Gunna. Gunna is just copying Young Thug. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, but niggas.
I will say that.
Niggas is copying Playboy Cardi. Gunna is just a fucking more boring version of Young Thug. If I see a Young Thug song, I'll be like, all right, I can listen to this. I see a Gunna song, I'll be like, hey, you know what? I could listen to this, or I could listen to Young Thug instead, get a better listening experience.
Makes sense.
I could listen to Lil Baby. I like that better.
Yeah.
I could listen to anybody. I could even listen to that nigga I was just talking shit about. Then Gunna, what's his name? Roddy Ricch?
Roddy Ricch,
I'd rather listen to him all day than Gunna. Fuck that. Gunna, I'm never listening to Gunna again. Never. Not never. My nigga.
Well, I guess that wraps it up.
Uh-huh. And I challenge anybody in 6 months to come back and quote they favorite lines from this fucking album. I guarantee you're going to catch amnesia of this piece of shit.
I can't fuck with Freddie Gibbs. Niggas telling fibs.
Even something that's that elementary, I bet you niggas won't remember. I bet you they won't.
I'm ready for SSS to come out. The fucking Freddie Gibbs album.
I listen to that.
I wonder is that gonna be, how better is it gonna be? Or is it even gonna be better? I mean,
than this?
Yeah. I mean, it ain't came out yet, so we can't really fucking say it's gonna be better, but I personally,
bro, the summer ain't came yet either, but I can tell you now that it's gonna be hot. Okay.
And with that, we're done.